After the criminal litigation exam, another argument between two students is student A saying, I drafted one charge sheet in the scenario. Then student B says, no, that's wrong. That scenario is two charge sheets, it's not one charge sheet. Now, the difference between these two students is the understanding of the rule against misjoinder. Listen to this carefully. Misjoinder is divided into two. Number one, the rule against misjoinder of offenders. Number two, the rule against misjoinder of offenses. Now, both rules, misjoinder of offenders and misjoinder of offenses, are charge sheet-based rules. They affect the entire charge sheet. It's these two rules that determine how many charge sheets a student will draft. And it's these two rules that differentiate student A from student B. Now, these two rules have general rule and exception, but the exception to these rules are more important than the general rule. For this video, I will talk on the rule against misjoinder of offenders. Misjoinder of offenders has a general rule. The general rule says every offender shall be placed in a separate charge sheet. For example, Mr. A, B, C, D committed offenses in the scenario. The general rule says you draft one charge sheet for Mr. A, you draft another charge sheet from heading of court down for Mr. B, you start again from heading of court, draft another charge sheet for Mr. C, and you draft the fourth charge sheet for Mr. D. That's 4 charge sheets because there are 4 offenders. Now, as I've said earlier, throw away this general rule. For your application in the bar exam, you are concerned with the exceptions to the rule against misjoinder of offenders. Now, there are 4 exceptions, and I'll tell you how to apply them. The first exception says where 2 or more persons jointly commit an offense. Now, this means Mr. Ghana, Mr. Togo, and Mr. Mali conspired to rob a bank, and they all went to that bank and robbed the bank. Now, they jointly committed the offense of armed robbery, and you charge all of them in the same charge sheet. For armed robbery. The second exception is where offenders commit different offenses in the same transaction. I repeat, offenders, 2 or more persons, commit different offenses in the same transaction. You bring all of them in the same charge sheet. Now, let me explain this. Mr. Ghana and Mr. Togo planned to rob a bank. On their way going to rob that bank, Mr. Ghana saw his old-time enemy, Mr. Nigeria, and shot Mr. Nigeria to the point of death, and they proceeded to rob the bank. Now, there's the offense of murder, and there's the offense of armed robbery. You are going to charge 2 of them in the same charge sheet because both offenses were committed in the same transaction. It's on the course of going to the bank, he saw his enemy and shot him dead, although they will be in separate counts, but in the same charge sheet. Take note of that. Now, the third exception is aiding and abetting. This one is very straightforward, right? Where another person aids an offender in carrying out an offense. For example, let's use prison break for this. Mr. Mali broke out from prison and Mr. Ghana shielded Mr. Mali in his house, hide him very well so that the police would not arrest him, right? Mr. Ghana has aided Mr. Mali in breaking out of the prison, which is an offense, and they will be tried in the same charge sheet. Then number 4, the fourth exception is receiving of stolen property. Now, the example here, is Mr. Ghana stole a laptop that is worth 1 million naira and sold that laptop to Mr. Togo. Mr. Togo knowingly bought it for 100,000, knowing it was a stolen item. Now, both Mr. Ghana and Mr. Togo will be tried in the same charge sheet. Now, this is the rule against misjoinder of offenders. And don't forget, the exceptions to this rule matter more than the general rule. Focus on the exceptions for application in the bar exam. It's very important. Finally, for those on externship, our externship classes are currently ongoing, and you can participate online from anywhere you are. Make use of this opportunity and make the best out of your externship. If you want to see me again, you know what to do.